what's going on, y'all? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And you're about to watch a little OTB LSU.
We're going to give you all the latest, greatest between LSU football, baseball, women's basketball, softball, and everything in between.
Bottom line, if you want to talk Tigers, keep it locked, subscribe, like it, and we hope you enjoy it. I love the positive vibes being set going in to Bama week because, like I said, boys, just to open the show, this is what it all comes down to. The weather's about to turn. What's it about to be, like a high of 50 on Wednesday? Let's go. That's holding through the weekend. It's going to be November. Winter champions forged during turkey season. Everything you did up to now is just setting to the table, okay? This is where you're either going to make that feast that everybody's going to love so much, or you're going to ruin it by creating a dry-ass turkey, okay? This is when champions are made. This is what separates, the immortals from the pleasant memories. And what's so fascinating about this game, Jake, is it takes on such great importance, both symbolically and functionally. When you look at like your goals for what you actually want to win this season, that there has never been a greater get out of jail free card or golden ticket game than what this Bama game represents. Like, think about Brian Kelly right now. A few weeks ago, everybody's questioning a lot of things, right? People are questioning recruiting. They're questioning the fact, why do you start season so slow? Why do you appear to really misjudge your team during camp so badly? Why is the cornerback position currently a disaster on par with that time in the miles there where you didn't recruit an inside linebacker for 3 years and you just had nobody? Why is all that was all the talk a couple of weeks ago. Now that's starting to quiet down, right? But it's still simmering underneath the surface. You want to make everybody forget about all of this? You go beat Alabama on Saturday and none of it matters, right? I mean, Alabama's up to number 8 in the AP poll. You beat Alabama, would be the second year in a row. BK would be 2-0. That'd be 3 of 5 for LSU. You'd be in the driver's seat to win the West, and you would have another top 10 AP win on your resume. Again, this single 60-minute escapade is the ticket to curing everything and getting 100% approval rate amongst your constituents.
You can certainly do that. It is a game in a series in which for a long time you did not have any success, zero, for 8 straight years, right? And so this is a game last year that kind of changed maybe the feeling about LSU season. And remember, you were in the same spot last year. Mm-hmm. You lose to Florida State. You actually get housed by Tennessee in your own building. This year, obviously, the Ole Miss game was on the road and it was a very close game, but you're in the same spot. You lose to Florida State, you lose one SEC game, and now you have this opportunity. This opportunity last year led to you going to Atlanta. That's a big deal for LSU. Now, is that the ultimate goal for LSU? No, championships are. Not just getting to the SEC championship, but national championships. But from where the program was to be able to get there in year number one, we all felt like, all right, here it comes. This thing is about to get to really rolling here, and then you had to start to this year. It's like, oh, man, is it really going to roll like we thought it was? But if you win this game and you put yourself back into Atlanta with probably a better chance to win that game last year than or this year than you did last year, minus the probably. I mean, you would. I mean, because of who you are, then you can still consider that going in the right direction and staying on the right path.
Yeah, it's again, I mean, It's one of those magical games, and we've talked about the emotion that college football, especially because that's mainly what we are here, is a college football show in a college football town, and so we understand the emotion that these games can bring out in you, and really I've talked a lot about how this year I feel more than ever that I've realized how much I enjoy the anxiety, right? The push and pull, the unknown, the feeling of, am I going to be ecstatic or am I going to be furious at the end of this thing? And already, Jake, on this Monday, do you feel it in your stomach a little bit? Because I'm already feeling it. I'm already feeling it in my stomach a little bit because it's so tantalizing. The thought of a win is so erotic and tantalizing and exciting that it's like you almost don't even want to allow yourself to go there. It's such a fantasy that you almost don't even want to engage with that fantasy quite yet, and you just want to get to the game and see what's actually going to happen. And so we're going to continue to build up that hype and excitement all week long, but This is one of those games where, I mean, if you don't feel it already, then you don't have a pulse or whatever. You're just like a normal person and aren't super nerdy about it, don't care as much. But, like, I'm hyped, dude. I'm freaking hyped, and I'm already nervous. But, like, that's good. Like, I'm excited. You know, they go hand in hand. I love that I have this form of passive entertainment that I'm going to sit back and consume that already has me feeling adrenaline and juice on a Monday at 7:46 a.m.
What'd you think about the line and the over-under when it came out? Alabama right now a 3-point favorite, so basically a pick 'em, considering you get 3 points for being at home, and then 60.5 is the over-under.
Look, they're wrestling with the exact same thing that we are, right? LSU has the larger glaring weakness. LSU has the larger glaring strength. And it's that idea of which will factor in more, and that's something that we're going to try to make heads and tails of throughout this entire week. So we will have to see.
It isn't. When you dive into the numbers, like I thought the defensive numbers were going to look different. And look, make no mistake about it, it's 395 yards allowed per game for LSU, 306 for Alabama. So we are talking about 90 yards a game. I actually thought that was even going to be a greater number in favor of Alabama. But look at the offensive total yards per game. 552 for LSU, 366 for Alabama.
No, again.
Almost 200 yards.
Again, it is like the reason why you can have 3 freshman corners that are going to be in this game and you still feel okay about it is because LSU's offense is so overwhelmingly good. But this also is the best defense that they faced all year, right? And they've grown a lot.
Florida State's pretty salty. But
Florida State's pretty good. I agree. I do think Alabama's, in my opinion, a little better. But you've grown since Florida State, and that's going to see how much have you grown. Because when you face really good defense like Florida State, you obviously bogged down. You weren't bad at all, but you bogged down at some key moments. I think you've grown from there, though, and I wouldn't expect that same bogging this weekend. But we'll see. Wow, Jake, what incredible takes.
I mean, those guys, they're just the best.
I think so. And if you think so, again, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we post every single day here on OTB LSU.